Veterans Council Commander Dave Wallahan. Hi, Dave.
Hi, Bart.
Always great to see you, and always, as always, thank you for your service.
Well, you're quite welcome. Thank you for saying that.
And thanks to all veterans this Veterans Week for all that you've done for our country and our community. And this Saturday, a community tradition.
Oh, yes, it's the 11th of November. Of course, the armistice was the 11th day of the 11th month at the 11th hour of 1918 when it ended World War I. And for years it was known as Armistice Day. And in the 60s, I think it was, the 50s or 60s, they changed it to Veterans Day. So we always celebrate veterans differently than Memorial Day, where we lay the wreaths and the memorials. On Veterans Day, it's about celebrating the people that are there, the veterans that are in place, and all veterans actually. I mean, a lot of places will do discounts and, you know, restaurants and meals and all that sort of thing. But we try to have a get together to honor the people that are there.
Yes, we appreciate the veterans, and on Saturday, as you have for many years, at Withington Park, which a lot of people call the Veterans Park.
There's a sign there that says a park for dedicated to veterans, right in front of the General Withington. But we call it the Veterans Park when we're talking amongst ourselves. But a lot of people, you still have to explain to them the one with the big guy riding the horse on it. You know? Oh yeah, I know that place.
Yeah.
So.
It's right downtown. It's
Right
the Y near Flagstar.
First Street and Michigan Avenue meet.
So what happens at the 11th hour of the 11th day here in Jackson?
Well, we'll have a start out with you know, some introductions and some recognition of some folks there, and then we actually have the choir from Jackson High going to come this year. This is a new try for us to sing the national anthem. And then we're going to have introduce the Navy recruiter in town. His name is Petty Officer Elijah Byron, and he will be our keynote speaker that day. And then we present the Veteran of the Year with an award, the Veteran Service Organization of the Year award, and we're actually putting together a new one. Well, it's not anything new really. We've done it in the past, but in fact, we gave it to you a few years ago. The August Heim Award, Charlie
Yes.
Heim Award.
We were very proud and honored.
For organizations that are not veteran-based, that support veterans and the things that they do. So we're pretty proud to be able to give that one away.
Yes, it was a great surprise and a great honor, and we display it proudly in our JTV lobby. Dave, who was the Veteran of the Year last year?
I don't remember.
I think it was Dave Wallahan.
It was, yes, sir. I've been involved with the Veterans Council for almost 20 years, and this is the first year that I was ganged up on. I found out that it was 4 different organizations that had been talking it over and decided that they would nominate me.
Well, I found out a little bit more about that because somehow they kept this a secret from Dave. And it wasn't the first year that Dave had been nominated or suggested to be Veteran of the Year. He's rebuffed efforts in the past, but they pulled one over on you.
When I ran the Veteran Affairs Office, I didn't want anybody to nominate me for that while I was working, and that was my job to do. But since I've retired almost 5 years ago now, I guess they decided I should have it, because now everything I do is about the Veterans Council and what we can do to support each other.
I know you love to have a great turnout at this event, and it looks like we won't have snow this year, but I think we did a couple years ago.
When we gave you the award, wasn't it 11
Yes.
inches that day? Yeah, my goodness, that was a lot of snow. But yeah, it's supposed to be mid-40s and partly sunny this weekend on Saturday, so it should be a pretty decent day. Come down to Withington Park. We have the stage is supposed to be set up on Friday, and we're going to present a pretty fun day, I think. It's not like a circus fun, but it's just, you know, talking to people, enjoying people, and making sure those that are veterans and have served our country honorably, that they get recognized and thanked for what they did.
Yeah, we really, I think as a community, have an awful lot of veterans because proportionately Jackson contributes more to the armed forces than so many other
We do,
communities.
and as it stands right now, we're a little over 11,000 veterans in Jackson County. That's a little more than that 2% population. So, yeah, we're pretty, I don't remember exactly the new number, but back when I was in the office working at the Veteran Affairs Office, we were at nearly 15,000 at that point. But it's reduced some because, you know, we have 2 National Guard units and 2 Army Reserve units in town, but those people that come back from combat aren't considered veterans because they're still active with their unit.
Yeah.
So they don't get to be counted, and many of them don't even live in Jackson County. So we don't get to count them. This is all federally counted anyway through the VA. So we do have a large proportion of veterans for most counties. We range about, Jackson County is I think the 13th largest county in the state, and typically we'll range somewhere between 10 and 12 for claim work and dollars returned and that sort of thing through the VA office. So that's a nice plug for Phil. Guy I hired. That's my claim to fame.
Well, we appreciate all the volunteers that work on putting this event together, and all the volunteers and all the veterans who will be there as well. And hopefully, you'll be there this Saturday.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Friday, because there's
the big difference there. Back in the 70s when they started the Monday holiday bill, they enrolled the Veterans Day in with that, and there was so much contention about it that the government dropped it back out and put the 11th of November back to being Veterans Day no matter what day it falls on. Now, employees that work for the government or banks or unions or whatever reason, because the holiday falls on Saturday, they get Friday off. That's why they're observing, and you'll find so many businesses are closed. They get their time off because it's a holiday, and I accepted that too when I worked for the county. So if it's on Sunday, it's Monday. If it's on Saturday, it's Friday. So enjoy the day off, folks.
So the holiday is Friday, but
Thanks,
the
yes.
ceremony and the recognition and honors on Saturday.
We always recognize Veterans Day on Veterans Day, the 11th of November.
We'll see you Saturday.
Very well. Hope so.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.
The commander of the Jackson County Veterans Council and reigning Veteran of the Year, Dave Wellahan.